Maison Cardinalise has announced my accession. But this is my first time. What should I say to most of... I'm sure you've all heard. In truth, as the god Focalor, once again, I thought I...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest.
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just be a Maison...
Wait, what's going on? Right. Calm down, Farina. Think. Assertive. Now, I was wondering if some... You may consider... Now then!
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an...
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation's sins can no longer be washed away. Well, no, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to... No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to... No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. The scales may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment be our worship. Let us light the fire there is, so long as I...
Yes!
Lady Farina.
Besides...
If I may be so impertinent... That's true,
No need for fright, and do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now, do your
Lady Farina.
No need. All right.
He is doing much better now. In fact, he is far more of an ardent believer than I. He was...
Oh, good. Very good.
Oh, you're such a gentle and wise god. Thank you once again.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought, then. As your god, I did... All manner of signs indicate that the prophecy will still come to pass. Forget it. That's not something you need to worry about right now.
Well, as I understand it, the Fontaine Research Institute is also trying to find a way to counter the rising water levels.
Really? Have they found it? The day is finally over, but it's good. Maybe this is fun.
Lady Farina, here...
They'll be...
Lady Farina.
Indeed, my...
Lady Farina, we're detecting significant...
Understood. Keep monitoring. Keep me informed should anything come up at the Institute. I don't think I let anything slip today. I feel...
Lady Farina, it's like a dream being able to speak with you up close like this. I've heard that the first member... Are you crying?
This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the
No wonder. No wonder.
So interminable. Hundreds of years must have passed. I never imagined, have I? I want to tell. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain.
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone, your people are more than willing to share your burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, just share it.
A witness. And if to that, if she's right, but if no, Farina. But what if, Farina, you've worked, is it such a, if you let this opportunity slip through your, think about it, long and hard. No, I have. All you need to do, dear spectator, is.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth?
Yes, she did very well. If she had it seems that trusting humanity was the right—
I believe that. How would you build on this?
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long—
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human. It now seems that that person was you.
And then I became one with the oratories, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of— In truth, it is no enactor of— Oh, you haven't. My work. But really, the vast majority has been— had to be.
It was all.
Indeed. This power accrued over 5 centuries, but only power of this magnitude—
So the oratrice's call for death was for neither Farina nor Focalor, but for the destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be—
returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Arc.
But—
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be your—
All you've done throughout the years.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Even— Hydro Dragon. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have loved to judge the heavenly principles themselves. Were they not guilty of essentially the same crime? Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And I, for my— Speaking of justice, I have always believed that so, if the theft of the primordial sea, then leaving in other words, defying the at this point, Iudex Nervillet.
So when I was at last, in the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries, you are, things being as they are. Surely you know that I could never declare.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervillet. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Mudex Nuvelet, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end the... I have gained the strength sufficient to deal. We should seize the opportunity to... Traveler, now that the root of the calamities befalling Fontaine. Come with me, Traveler. I've already done my best to separate the power of the primordial sea from the whale. Considering the size of the beast, I cannot reach the power source. Unless we can find a way to attack it from within. We shall share part of the ancient dragon's power with you. We shall look for an opening together.
Body and mind.
Continue to trigger its hostility, and a chance will present itself.
No, my sword! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Stand clear!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power. Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Let's light it up!
I'm the frying pan. It's...
defines your fate.
Nice and spicy. Let's light it up. Rain cutter. I'm going in. Animal test 6308. Swirl, Mark 2.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It was just well, actually, I had a...
That power.
It's just that
I simply did not. So you may speak to me as equal. I have to agree. That kind of power is waste. All in all, the point...
Well, so what sort of person is your master?
Oh, right. His name is Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar.
Huh. So master isn't sufficiently famous.
The foul?
Still nothing? Well...
Ooh, that one we...
Oh. But I suppose you understand.
Wait! Didn't you...
Actually, never mind. That they all devour such roiling as such. In other words...
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey! Help! Over here!
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding!
proceeding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
The prophecy was wrong.
The soil renewed. The Sweetity Rasula talks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Old Soil, Skyship Winglet. The various disputes. People always... Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the...
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoops. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a...
Paimon's curious?
And that's exactly what...
Are you sure?
Oh, this time will be different.
Into the wind. Time to go. The wind knows me. Into the wind. Wind Strider. One with nature. Follow the wind. Time to go. Into the wind. Time to go. One with nature. Into the wind. Wind strike. Fine. Time to go. The wind knows me. Time to go. One with nature. Wind strike.
Do we have anyone doing this?
Body and mind. Time to act.
Navia!
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here?
Hey,
I'm here to update myself on how
let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies. And our residents are hard at work as well.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that art. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here.
I get where you're coming from.
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before...
Huh? You're here too, Clorinde?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions?
Forget it.
I see you're...
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake...
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone...